Aw, 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 aw. The bath's sweet smell and the way it soothes my skin is comforting. My nose picks up notes of honey, rose, and oatmeal in the mixture. He really did give me an oatmeal bath with rose petals and possibly lavender-scented Epsom salt. Man, it's gonna suck making him mad. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if it's your first time, I am Espoir du Vide, and I want to continue my last Your Boyfriend video on the nice route, on the super delusional route, to see what happens when you do some other things. So here we've been thoroughly kidnapped by our stalker, but we were cool with it, I guess. At least I did get my head bashed in the side of a window, Peter. But there were some other choices that I could have made in the last video that I want to see if I can do things slightly differently here. What's going on? I don't know if that changes anything. I think anybody tied to a bed, waking up tied to a bed would, have the same reaction. Peter is there, staring in anticipation. My skin prickles at his voice as I try to move away from him. Dang it, my wrists are bound over my head. I guess I could use a good stretch. I try to strain, only to see them fixed to the wood headboard with rope. Sorry about the restraints. I wanted to take time to explain some things to you first. Yes, Peter, please do explain. He looks concerned as I struggle against the ropes. I'm tied up in a strange place against my will. I gulp, anxious over the dire situation I found myself in. We were getting along, Peter. I did literally everything in his favor. I became fully delusional, and you still have the nerve to tie me up. Can I get you something to eat, love? I figured you might be hungry after the trip. Huh? What? I can't fathom eating in this predicament, but being amicable might improve my situation a bit. I just need to be cool with him. Yeah, be cool. Be cool. Yes, thank you. I hope I haven't already deviated from what I did before. Be real nice if my favorite character was in this game. You know, save. Peter smiles warmly and puts a sandwich near my mouth. It smells like peanut butter and jelly. It's not fancy, but I thought you might like it. I glare at the sandwich. I'm feeling too uneasy to think about eating. Go on. You need to eat something. It's been a while. How long have I been asleep? The drive was already 3 hours. I take a small bite at his behest. It tastes good. Better than I remember any peanut butter and jelly sandwich ever tasting, but it's probably because I'm actually hungry. I eat halfway and pull my head away to signal I'm finished. Peter places the sandwich on a small plate on top of the nightstand. It didn't seem like he wanted to hurt me. Maybe he was just being weird again. I calm down, not pulling against the ropes anymore. Any chance you could untie me? Only if you promise to be good for me. What is your definition of good, Peter? So, he wants to play games. All right. Give me a pen, we'll play some tic-tac-toe. I'll mop the floor with you. Sure, I can play along. He lowers his hand to my thighs and starts stroking them intimately, going back up to my bottom, my delicious bottom. He gives it a firm grope. Oh, I see. So that's where we're going. What if I refuse? What if I refuse the smexy times? I give Peter a flirty look, leaning up against the bed. If I play my cards right, he might untie me. He seems a bit taken aback by my eagerness. That face! Wow. He laughs a bit awkwardly, but then again, if I refuse the sexy times, will that not put me on the same path I was before? Dang it, why can't this game have a save button? You know, I've thought about this time in my life where I would finally have you where I wanted you, but... You know what? On second thought, let us not go to Camelot. It is a silly place.
No, on second thoughts, let's not go to Camelot. It is a silly place.
I shut my eyes tight. Stop. Please. I don't want to have to put half of this video on my adult Patreon. Again. I can't stand his touch. I want him to leave me alone. He quickly withdrew himself from me. Of course, darling. He quickly unties me, apologetically, and leans upwards on the bed. I understand if you're not ready. Forgive me if I made you at all uncomfortable. Aww, you know, it also makes me really uncomfortable that you killed my sexy, sexy landlord. But we're just gonna glance over that for now. I avoid his eyes, not wanting to respond. My heart is still pounding in my chest as my anxiety causes me to turn away from him. I'm going to attend to some other things, darling. I'll let you get used to your new home. Take all the time you need to make yourself comfortable. I'll be in my room if you need anything. I stay quiet. Oh, okay. Sweet. After a few moments, Peter rose and took his leave, shutting the door behind him. New home? God, what next? Oh, okay. I'm unrestrained and hopefully the door's not locked. I get out of bed and look around what seems to be a freshly decorated room. I guess I'll have a little poke around. Hey, my plushies aren't here, unless they're over here. My plushies aren't here! They were there in the last episode. What could this mean? My books. I guess they have a new location to collect dust now. Oh. The MC was surprised that all their books were there and didn't recognize them as their own. Is this like a boyfriend to death sanity meter? Where sleeping with Peter actually lowers my sanity, but since I refuse, I have a little bit of it left. Hey, he got me one of these. Would be funny if I placed this in front of the door. That's a two-way mirror, isn't it? Yeah. It's a two-way mirror. I'm sure of it. And I'm pretty sure that the other half goes to Peter's room so he can just, like, watch me as I sleep, like he used to do looking through my window. Candles. Candles. Perfect for not slamming into walls when the power goes out. What is that? Soundproof panels? Really? I'll take these down later. Don't you need a bunch of those? I don't know, I probably should put up soundproof panels in my hobo room of a recording station. Oh yeah, my clothes. Moving in my dirty clothes? How creepy can this guy get? Alright, so we're not fully on Peter's side. Hey, buddy. You talking to Daniel? I open the door to see Peter at his desk, intently at work on the computer. It looks like a nice mini studio for content creation. So does he, like, record in here? Is that enough light and room to do that? He turns around and gives me a smile. Nice to see you, Espoir. How was the home tour? I didn't really do it yet. I shift around uncomfortably at his question. Okay, I guess. I'm not as, Stockholm Syndromed this time. He eyes me with suspicion, moving closer to me. You wouldn't be hiding something from me now, darling. Not in this playthrough. Without warning, he starts to search me. Hey! Peter's hands run up and down my body. Peter finishes searching me, relieved. I step away from him, feeling thoroughly molested. Now, Peter, I was just giving you points for having self-control. But then you're gonna pat me down like I'm at the airport. 10 points from Gryffindor. What are you doing? Oh, nothing. Just wanted to make sure you didn't find anything dangerous. I don't want you to hurt yourself. You didn't check these guns. Ow. Why would I hurt myself? You wouldn't do it intentionally, but I would hate for you to get yourself into something you'd regret. The heck does that mean? You know something, Peter? Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's self-aware. Returning to his chair, he gives me a self-satisfied smile. I don't like your tone, mister. Never mind, dear. I have a proposition for you. Hang out with me. I'm finishing up a meeting with my editor. I still want to be on his side, so okay. editor? I can't remember if I told you, but I make online video reviews for various products. My editor, Daniel, cleans up the footage I send him. Nice guy. He's been working for me for a few months now. I do all my own editing. He turns back to his monitor, typing away. It's weird imagining Peter has a life which involves other people. He seems like a lone wolf. It gives a dimension to his character that's almost endearing. Almost. I'm just letting him know that I'm going to take some time off to spend some time with you. Aww. Okay. I hope I'm not distracting you. You're fine, Espoir. Feel free to lounge on the bed if you want. My bed or your bed? Pretty sure he means my bed. Back to figuring out how I'm going to get through this. Ow, I was trying to click stuff and then he appeared. The door clicks open, and Peter is standing in the doorway, shoving his phone into his pocket. So, how do you like our home? I'm not really sure what to think. What I say is true. It's all too much. Still, and it's unfair of him to think that I can make up my mind before the day is over. Yeah. This is like having a house tour, and then, so you're gonna buy the house, right? You're gonna live in the house, right? Jeez, dude. It's where you'll live from now on. I know it's bigger than your apartment, but I'll take care of everything. Don't worry. I'll take care of the finances so you'll no longer have to concern yourself with bills and work. He's really serious about keeping me here. I weigh my potential responses with some thought. Alright, hold on, please let me go. You need to turn yourself in. Alright, let's do it. I'm still being nice to you. You just wait, I'm gonna get mean. I weigh my options. It seems too good to be true, but what really makes sense in this domestic fantasy? He has means and is willing to pay, so why not? I have nothing to do and nowhere to really run to. I figure it's not as bad an idea as it may sound. Maybe things really can be happy and normal with Peter. It would give me a break from my crap sack of a life. Alright, let's do this. This time. He steps forward to kiss my forehead, pulling me in for a hug. It's all so quick, but I believe this can work. Excellent, darling. You just made me the happiest man alive. Peter pecks my cheek before he runs out of the room, joyously. Oh, he's so happy. He's so happy that his captive wants to be with him. Alright. I turned on the TV. I don't remember if I looked at this. BS News, Otherworld News. And all the Karens were thankfully tarred and feathered by the staff. In other news, the recent killing of... Actually tearing up a teeny bit. The recent killing of Donovan Williams is still under investigation. His wife is crying profusely. What? Alright, I need to stop because I'm actually crying a little bit. I just love my sexy, sexy landlord, who was also in love with me, Peter. I have 2 hands, Peter. I can hold both of your hands. Let me have my sexy landlord. In the arms of the angel, fly away from here. Alright, seriously, my eyes are tearing up. Come on, body. This is a fictional character. You can't be crying over the death of a fictional character. Police are searching for Espoir, his wife, who was his tenant and disappeared. They are being treated as a person of interest in this case. Donovan was interested in me. If you have any information on Espoir's whereabouts or about the murder, please contact the police tip line at... Hey, you say my full government YouTube name, Espoir du Vide. I shut the TV off. Oh my god, the situation is worse than I thought. Poor Dawn. I hope they don't consider me a suspect. I don't even know if anyone can find me out here. Peter's too clever. And he knows this is a game, so he'll be able to do all kinds of shenanigans. Flowers. What's with this creep and roses? Bathroom? Bathroom. Nah. I I know you can do something with the pills and cooking, but I'm not gonna do that yet. We're still gonna be nice. We're still gonna play nice. What am I supposed to be doing now? God, I wonder what time it is. The fact that I can't even see outside is completely messing up my sense of how much time has passed. You mean there ain't no windows or nothing? He probably did get it without windows. This place is getting awfully stuffy, too. I'd kill to go outside. Peter appears, his expression quite pleased. He walked with a bit of a skip in his step. I'm so happy with how fast you've settled in. He heads towards the door, taking a key from one of his pockets. A rush of cool, crisp air suddenly hits me as he swings the door open. I can feel the goosebumps prickle on my skin. It's dark out, probably 9 p.m. The stars are out, covering the sky like a shimmering black veil. Alright, so what happens if I have a bath? I could go for a soak. Every inch of my body is still feeling rather stiff right now. Wonderful. I'll get it started for you right away. I would like a bubble bath with rose petals in it and lavender Epsom salt. Peter heads towards the bathroom down the hall as I listen to him turn on the water. It'll be just a minute. Go ahead and get undressed. There's a robe you can use hanging up in your closet. I'm a little hesitant to be nude in front of Peter. A robe would be useful. Oh, how considerate. Entering my room, I peek into the closet. Sure enough, there was a robe hanging up. I never owned one, so it must be something he got for me. Aww. I made sure the door was closed and locked before getting undressed. I will admit, the robe feels very soft. Best not to give him too much credit so soon. All right, the bath is ready. All right, now leave. Go away. Nah, if he asks, I'll say he can stay. I'm still being nice. I enter the bathroom, my nose filled with a mild yet pleasant rose scent. I made this nice milk bath from a tutorial I found online. I thought it would be a nice hobby to get into, besides collecting bottle caps. Do you collect bottle caps? Okay. That's a lot of effort you put in for me. You deserve the world, Espoir. Anything for you. Aww. Peter gestures to me to enter the bathtub. Ask him to leave, take off your robe. Sure, we're still being nice. Let me flash ya. I take off the robe, tossing it to him. So cold, goosebumps run down my skin from the sudden exposure. I just focused my eyes on the milky bath to avoid Peter's attentive gaze. He is looking disrespectfully. I put a foot in, pleasantly surprised by the warmth, and sink into the bath. Aww. The bath's sweet smell and the way it soothes my skin is comforting. My nose picks up notes of honey, rose, and oatmeal in the mixture. He really did give me an oatmeal bath with rose petals and possibly lavender-scented Epsom salt. Man, it's gonna suck making him mad. Peter takes the initiative to cup some of the bath water onto my neck and shoulders, prompting me to sigh with relief and content. Peter begins to rub my shoulders, changing from gentle strokes to a firm massage. Did you learn that from the internet too? I give a little moan, which seems to encourage him to explore more. He moves over to my chest, touching me there. Getting kinda handsy there. Well, you seem to enjoy it. Do you want more? Do I have a choice? Well, let's go right back to the adult Patreon. Yes, keep going. I would like a nice chest masseuse. Wrapped in a warm, fluffy towel, Peter leads me to my bedroom. Drying himself, he shucks his clothing off. I prefer to sleep in the buff. I hope that's all right. Before long, we're curled up beside each other in the dark. The combination of fresh sheets and clean skin puts me at ease, enough to close my eyes. It's mind-blowing to have you in my arms finally. I missed you so much. I'm glad you came with me. Everything feels complete. Complete? Like I found something that was missing my whole life. He pulls me closer to his body, the warmth of his lean frame lulling me into a long, deep sleep. Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? That's where it ends? Aw, man. That means I gotta do it all over again from the beginning. Dang it. Save button, where are you? Nessun dorma. Nessun dorma. Okay, so what if I support Peter throughout this whole time, but I don't give in to any of his nonsense. I don't want a bath, I don't want to look at the stars, I don't want to play your game, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to do nothing. I play up to this point, fully delusional, fully supporting Peter, and then just drop all of it. So, please stop. None of that. No thanks. No thanks. I think I want to look around some more. No worries. If you get bored, you can come back here. Mm-hmm. He types and carries on with his business. I didn't really want to leave, but I don't want to disturb him too much while he's working. I do. Can I look at your screen? I wonder what he has on there. I wonder if there's ever going to be a point where we can, like, look at his computer. Snoop around on his computer. Back to figuring out how I'm going to get through this. You need to turn yourself in. Please let me go. You know what? I'm not doing your... dang it. What is it? I'm not gonna take your crap, Peter. I'm not gonna sanction your buffoonery, Peter. Please let me go. Peter pauses for a bit. I know change is scary, darling, but it's how we move into the next chapter of our story. Please understand that. It'll work out, I promise. He turns to leave me alone in the room. A sinking feeling settles in my stomach at my failure to convince him. I'm afraid and alone with this psycho. Perhaps I should do something about it. How can I ever leave? I don't know. I don't know if this game's gonna have a happy ending. That doesn't involve me being delusional. So, can I pick that up? What's this? Sleep, easy? Oh, easy, okay. Do not exceed 2 tablets a day. Exceed 2 tablets a day? Ooh. Hey, do I have that? Do I keep that? Yeah! Uh-oh. 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 Hey now, looks like he went out of his way to get all my favorite products. He better not use any. I mean, if he wants to use my cocoa butter lotion, he can. How many new things did he get? Just buy a new house, for heck's sake. So did he already have this house and he just got it super renovated? So now that I have these pills, I wonder if I can do some trickery. If I can do my own shenanigans. Let's see, make a meal for yourself and Peter. Can I put something in that meal? I grab some stuff from the fridge and turn on the stove. After a quick bit of prep and some hissing from the pan on the flame, the kitchen quickly begins to fill with a pleasant smell. Dang it! Dang it! I wanted to spike your food! Ugh! Dang it, I messed that up. Ugh! I hate that I have to start from the very beginning to do anything different! Gosh dang it! I will not harm that snake. I will not. Umbrella. He doesn't even have hair. Why would he need an umbrella? Because he doesn't want his smooth, bald head to get wet. Dang it. Dang it. I guess I have to be a little bit more mean. Well, now what am I supposed to do? Dang it. I gotta do this all over again just to make a different choice. It's fine. It's fine. Editor me is there. Editor Espoir in the future. She can cut out all this going back to the beginning nonsense, so at least you guys don't have to watch it. But I do, and slowly go insane. What if I say no thanks? I don't want to sit on your lap. No thanks. I don't really feel like sitting with him at the moment. Product reviews really aren't my video of choice. I'd rather watch 6-hour-long discussions on the lore of Dark Souls. No problem, darling. You know where to find me if you change your mind. He gives me a wink before returning to his work. This is not going as planned. Well, that's fine. I leave him to it, softly closing the door behind me. Looks like Peter has some cooking issues. No wonder he's so skinny. Well, now what am I supposed to... Well, let's play with the snake. I will not harm the snake! I know that probably adds to his affection, but I will not harm the baby! Unless I'm being really mean. I mean, I won't. But who's to say my evil alter ego won't? Let me out! Let me out! Peter, slip up so I can escape. Most of these cabinets are empty. All I'm finding is stale cereal and a few cans of cat food. Why do you have cat food? You have a snake. Why does he have cat food? Why is the pot filled with chewed up pens and pencils? It's a bad habit I've yet to break. Oh, this is a bad habit to you? Yeah, it's not good for your teeth. He flashes his sharp, pearly whites. Well, at least he strives for good dental health. Too bad none of his other tendencies are good for the health of others. Peter! It's so small. Do you actually even fit in this bed? No, actually. It's all I could afford after refurbishing the house. Dude doesn't even get himself a proper bed. Come on, Peter. There's devotion, and then there's not taking care of yourself. This is ridiculous. This whole thing is ridiculous. You use some of that money on yourself. Get you some hair plugs. Alright. What if I have a little bit more sense? What if I go into this and question some of the things Peter does in the beginning? Like maybe not always siding with him and not always saying he's innocent. I'll be back. E una principessa la speranza. Yeah, I confront him in and out of the alley and said, Jesus, what is wrong with you? I've been not being completely delusional and not siding with Peter and questioning what your crazy butt's doing. And I was just hanging out with my landlord. Kind of playing this game on autopilot. Also, I think the alleyway confession scene didn't even happen if you're completely delusional. Run for it. You're insane. Hey, I think saying, hey, slow down will give you more options. Because if not, he just knocks you out right then and there. Yeah. Oh. Mr. Williams. Hopefully I don't get you killed this playthrough. Oh, hi, Daisy. Ma'am, don't get up on my computer. Psst, Daisy! Daisy! Stop! Me baby. What are you doing? What are you doing? Miss Baby. I understand I'm not paying attention to you, but I gotta get kidnapped by this golf ball. It's my baby. My baby. It's baby. She's purring. What do you have to say for yourself, Daisy? Miss Daisy! Miss Daisy! Get off my computer! Seriously, alright. But, ma'am. No! No! Stop climbing on that part of my desk. It's too messy and there's too many fragile things there. Where was I? Oh yeah, trying to grab the knife from this psycho so I could get bashed in the face. Man, I sure did miss getting bashed in the face, Peter. Quickly, I reached over, giving the door handle a tug. Oh wait, no, I was trying to jump out the car somehow. It didn't budge. Not once. I only glanced over at him for a second, a brief expression of disappointment on my face before... Ah! How dare you do me a violence, Peter?
Go ahead and sleep for the rest of the trip. We'll be home soon.
That makes me angry, Peter. Oh, wait. Who died? We didn't see who died. Hopefully it wasn't my sexy landlord. I think I inadvertently tiptoed into the mean route a little bit. I didn't intend to be this mean just yet. Since we're on this mean train, what the fluff, dude? What the fluff? What's up, cuz? On site. On site. What's up, cuz? What's up? Because I'm restrained, and he's probably gonna keep me restrained. I try desperately to move my arms, but they're tightly bound to the headboard. This is not good. Sorry for the knockout, but I had to. Did ya? Did you have to? The door was locked. What was I gonna do? I couldn't jump out of the van. You didn't have to knock my face, Peter. You didn't have to give me a concussion. Could have knocked my wig off. Get away from me, you monster. Peter slowly reached his arms out towards me. Darling, please, don't freak out. Freak out? That sounds like a great idea. In a panic, I twist and flail myself around as much as I'm able, catching his arms a couple of times and causing him to recoil. Hey, calm down. Calm down? After you did this to me? Untie me now. I'm gonna get you, Peter. I'm gonna snap you like a Kit Kat. Espoir. Peter barks. His face is stern, and fearing that he might hurt me if I keep pushing my luck, I bite my tongue. Ooh, you're gonna hate it, Peter, when I go into maximum overtroll. I'll explain everything in a bit. Would you like something to drink? I nod slowly, not really interested in taking what he offers. Regaining his composure, Peter puts a cup of water in front of my face. I look at him as if he's joking. You couldn't even give me a straw? He chuckles. You're supposed to drink, darling. I just stare at him, clearly not hiding my reluctance to take it. He smirks. Don't worry, Espoir. If I wanted you drugged or knocked out, then you would be right now. He puts the cup to my lips, and I take a small sip. Just plain water, nothing weird in it from what I can taste. He places it back on the nightstand and rests beside me. Why, Peter? Why are you doing this? Peter just stares back, the question all but washing off of him. Answer me! I deserve an explanation after everything you've done. It's simple, dear. You're the one rose in the weed-wooden garden that is humanity. Don't you start with that poetry. He gives a disgusted snarl at the end of the last word. I hate people. Always have. Thanks to my upbringing, there's not a whole lot of people I can stand. It's one of the reasons I've decided to live out here and work at home. His eyes roam over me. But you're different. You're special. Special? I'm not. Trust me. Shush, darling. You're too modest. You're a great person. A diamond in this sea of crap we call our plane of existence. I had to have you, and nothing will get between us now. I grind my teeth in frustration. How irritating. He goes through all this effort to kidnap me, and I can't get a real straight answer as to why? I can't stay here, Peter. I have a life outside of here, crappy as it is. Well, to me, there is no life without you. I mean, technically, he doesn't exist unless you turn the game on. So what? I'm just stuck here, huh? Like your gosh darn pet? Not a pet, but a treasure that no one else is worthy to behold. You'll grow to enjoy it here. You'll see. You're just in shock right now. It's been a rough couple of days. You should get some more rest. Not even gonna untie me! He gets to his feet and heads towards the door. Hey! Untie me! Peter turns around and smiles. I'll leave you to calm down for a bit first. I'll see you later tonight so we can get you used to your new home. New home? You gotta be crapping me! Peter blows me a kiss before slowly closing the door behind him. All right. I'm alone. Dang it, now what? All was quiet. I lay for a second, thinking about what my next move is. First things first, I gotta get out of these restraints. I think I just kind of wiggle a little bit. I tug on the rope once more, and I start to worm my hands around My stomach flips as I realize that the sweat from my palms allowed me to move my hands more easily in my restraints. Oh. After a lot of tugging and strategic pulling, I managed to slowly slide out of my restraints. I sit up, rubbing my poor rope-burned wrists. Ha-ha! Freedom! Standing up from the bed, I look around the room and noticed how it's staged. It looks to be my place. At a glance, it looks like it has what I would want. Peter did his best to make it homey and comfortable. Should I explore the room some more or leave? Let's pick up this clothes hanger. Clothes hanger. Clothes hanger. Clothes hanger. Thank you. Spare hanger. Nothing to write home about. I think you should pick up that rope. I think that rope would be very useful. Like, sneak up behind him, rope him, tie him up like a cow. Why are these here? I dread to think what sorts of sounds would need to be drowned out in here. Or actually, maybe he has sound panels up? Because I'm probably going to be in here screaming for him to release me. And he doesn't want that, coming up on his videos. And, once again, my plushies aren't here. Does he not bring my plushies unless I'm super nice to him? Alright, so, since I'm not supposed to be free, also the door wasn't locked. I thought I'd need that hanger. Oh, alright. Ooh. What if, now that I'm being more trickery... Where them pills at? Give me them pills. Yeah. Sleep easy. I guess I'm not gonna feel like, cooking. Dang it, what do I do with these sleeping pills? Can I see who died? I don't know who died. Was it my sexy, sexy landlord? Throw an apple at him. Man, Peter, your house looks like a grandparent's house. Well, shoot, I guess we are gonna have to get caught. I can't think of anything else to do. Hey, buddy! I open the door and see Peter at a computer desk as he types on the keyboard. I'm not supposed to be out of bed. It's a nice mini studio for content creation, like podcasting. He jumps up, startled. How did you get out? Cleverness. I just blink at him, offended by the question. I got loose, that's how. You didn't expect me to just stay there, did you? You don't know me very well. Peter moves towards me, eyeing me suspiciously. Dang it, I probably shouldn't have took those items so early. What are you hiding? Nothing. He starts to grope my body, searching for something. What the... He discovers the pills that I picked up earlier and gives me a concerned look. Darling, why do you have these? Have a headache or something? Well, yeah, from, being bashed in the face. Huh? He tosses the pills into the drawer in his desk and then returns to his search. Anything else? He seems content that I have nothing else on me. What else can I grab? Taking the small key from his pocket, he turns to his desk and locks the drawer with my contraband inside. Dang it! Alright. He sits back at his desk and glances at his screen, turning back to me with a cheery grin. I still got this hanger. I can beat you upside the bald head with a hanger. Hang out with me. I'm finishing up meeting with my editor. Well, what if I don't say anything? I keep quiet, observing my surroundings. I'm still being defiant. Back to figuring out how I'm going to get through this. The door clicks open, and Peter is standing in the doorway, shoving his phone into his pocket. So, how do you like our home? I'm not really sure what to think. I'm kind of trapped here. It's where you'll live from now on. I know it's bigger than your apartment, but I'll take care of everything. Don't worry. I'll take care of the finances so you'll no longer have to concern yourself with bills and work. Well, what am I supposed to do all day? I'm still on the, this is not cool, Peter. This might put me on the same path, but this is not cool. Dang it. I should have waited to grab the stuff. Now I gotta start this game over from the beginning just to try again. It's alright. Peter, let me go. Let me go. Release me! This is how you make money? Yep, testing and reviewing. Most are scams, so it's rare that I test a product that actually works as it's advertised. Do you want to watch a few? He pushes his... Wait, what? What? Oh, chair. Okay, I was about to say, Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no hair. Chair. This game is still in development. There's still spelling errors. He pushes his hair back. You ain't got no hair. Chair. It's supposed to be chair. No. No. Sitting and watching a whole video of Peter next to Peter was too much Peter for my liking, as if I haven't seen enough of him today. No problem, darling. You know where to find me if you change your mind. He gives me a wink before returning to his work. Dang it! I knew I should have waited to grab those pills. Release me! Release me! Release me! I don't know what to do. Alright, I went through the game, and instead of fully siding with Peter, I was still nice to him, but I still, sided with some other people, so I'm not that delusional. I'm okay, I guess, considering the whole being kidnapped thing. He eyes me with suspicion, moving closer to me. I was smart. I didn't grab nothing. Yet. You wouldn't be hiding something from me now, darling. Without warning, he starts to search me. Nope, you ain't gonna find nothing. Nothing. Because I'm gonna remember to get all my shenanigans done after this point. Peter finishes searching me, relieved. I step away from him, feeling thoroughly molested. How dare you? You touched my goodies! What are you doing? Oh, nothing. Just wanted to make sure you didn't find anything dangerous. Didn't want you to hurt yourself. Or me. Hide your forks, you big old spoon. No thanks. No thanks. I think I want to look around some more. No worries. If you get bored, you can come back here. Can I? Grab them peels. Grabbing peels.
Grabbing peels.
Grabbing peels. I don't know if that's gonna do anything. In this version, it was Lulu who died. And her full name is Lulu Ann Imala. Her name is so pretty. It's a shame I'm never gonna be able to say it to her again. Instead of dessert or bath, what if I say nothing? I'll tell you what. You go ahead and get comfortable. I'm going to take a quick shower. Oh. Peter goes inside the bathroom, shutting the door behind himself. I can hear the water running loudly on the other side. Hey, he left his door open. Well, curiosity killed the cat, satisfaction brought him back, as they say. I just want to know what he's hiding in there. Peter left his computer on. Let's do some snooping. He keeps his desktop pretty tidy. Let's see what he has here. One folder in particular catches my eye, causing my breath to pause for a moment. Which one? Is it Daniel's notes, dream journal, failed projects, or... Oh, darling. I hover the mouse over the folder labeled Darling, fingers stiffening over the mouse button as I start to wonder what I'll find. Bracing myself, I hit the button. The folder pops open to shots of my... The folder pops open to shots of my nude body and me in some compromising positions. Aww! That's TK's house. I don't like their friend. Come on, you know what? I think Peter and TK would be the best of friends. They would be great together. Second floor? Is that my house? Is that my room? Peter was hovering outside my window. Why is that one folder down there that says goodbye? Me getting dressed. Me undressing. Me having alone time. Just how many intimate moments of mine did he capture? He saw me playing Mario Kart. He saw me playing Mario Kart secretly on my Super Nintendo. It could be worse. It's kind of hot. I don't understand. You know what? I'm going to say it's kind of hot. I don't know where this route's going. Jeez, this freak. You'd think I'd be more disturbed, but shockingly, I'm not. If anything, I'm really flattered by the effort he put into the shots. No doubt to be used for later. Did I just say these compromising and invasive photos were hot? Yeah. We're not being mean yet. We're still being nice. Yes. Yes, I did. Oh no, my sanity! My face burns as I continue to scroll through the various photos he'd taken. It's almost as if my entire existence is all that matters to him. Aww. Having little to no effort in his own time and just wasting it all on me. So sweet. Ah! Jump scared. Oh, honey. Honey! I understand the hearts, but the tally marks? The door swings open, revealing a half-naked Peter with a bath towel around his waist. I freeze. Mailed, I took too long and didn't hear the water turn off. Ah, nothing like a nice shower to... He cuts himself short as he notices me on his computer. His eyes narrow for a second. Peter, explain! Explain, I say, tapping the screen. Explain! Step away from there, please. I had no words. The overwhelming fear of being caught is one thing. However, I can't help but stare up at him. The red, faded marks all over his torso. So many cuts. Most were old. The new ones really stood out. One over the left side of his chest starts to bleed a little. Oh, that's it. Where's the iodine? He must have felt my eyes gazing over his self-inflicted injuries. I can't tell from his expression if he's embarrassed, uncomfortable, or still mad at me for sneaking in. It might be fair for you going through my things like this. I've done the same to you, after all. You saw all my other fictional husbands. However, what's in that file is none of your concern. Peter, it's all pictures of me and my business. I think it's completely of my concern. I barely register what he's saying, focused instead on the raw, bloody etchings that he had made all over his pale skin. Speechless, I slowly raise my hand and point to his chest, slowly beginning to drip bloody water. You are going to get an infection. Come here, come here, come here. Is this the route where we clean him up? This is nothing. Nothing? God, he's such an awful liar. Listen, my mother instincts are kicking in. As much as I wanted to yell and lecture him about this, I knew it wasn't the right thing to do. This situation is too sensitive. Not even considering his computer, I stride towards Peter. Spot, please. Shh. I begin to trail my fingers along his older scars. How long have these been here? How long have you been doing this? He flinches a little at my touch. His hesitant hand gently takes hold of mine, but not making any attempts to stop me. Eventually, my fingertips trail to the fresh one. A heart-shaped carving bigger than the rest on his body. Why? Because I'm a coward. A coward? I've been following you for so long. So many times I wanted to tell you. So many times I needed to confess. But each time I got cold feet. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Each of these tally marks? Each heart? I had to flush out the pain in my chest. The shame of failure. A reminder how pathetic I truly am for not having the spine to finally talk to you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Listen here, buddy. You're hurting yourself. Because of me? No, not because of you, but for you. This is not your fault. This is my punishment for being so pathetic. And this one? I ask, pointing to the fresh cut over his chest. Did you just do this? Did you just do that in the shower? Oh, Peter, you make me angry, Peter. This is for making it this far. Don't worry. This one is a good reason. A good thing. Stop cutting yourself! This wasn't good, or healthy at all. I knew he was deranged and obsessed, but this? Kiss it better. No! Tend to his wounds. Kiss it better. Who are you? I had the words at the tip of my tongue. You need to stop. This is not healthy. Doing this to yourself hurts me too. But I didn't utter a peep. I just grabbed his bony little arm and dragged him back to the bathroom. I knew it would only make things worse if I shamed him for something he already wasn't proud of. Let's get that fresh one cleaned up. Holding his hand, I lead a confused Peter back to the bathroom. Yeah! Listen, you're gonna get some TLC right now. I rummage around for a first aid kit of any sort. He did have one, though poorly stocked. Just a box of glow-in-the-dark Band-Aids, gauze wrap, and a bottle of alcohol. You honestly don't have anything more proper for this? Well, no. I never really thought this was a big deal. You cutting yourself because of your love for me, it is a big deal. I proceed to take a washcloth and soak it in a bit of alcohol. Normally I would use soap and water to clean the wounds first, but I guess since he's already had a bath, we don't need to do that. Peter braces himself as I place the cloth on his injury. Sure enough, he tenses up, sucking the air between his sharp teeth as the cold, stinging sensation riddles through the fresh cuts. Ah, yeah, that's the good stuff there. Peter! Stop enjoying this! Good stuff? Don't tell me you're enjoying this. Okay, I won't. Listen, I'm gonna stay with you just so I can take care of you. Oh, for fluff's sake. Kami-sama, give me strength. After cleaning the wound, I apply the gauze, using the glow-in-the-dark Band-Aids to help hold the gauze in place. It was a pathetic patch-up job, but it was something. Thank you. Why you gotta look like that when you're saying the way you're thanking me? I don't want to respond. Instead, I put my focus on tucking the items away back into the poorly assembled first aid kit and putting it away. If I'm going to be captured here, Peter, we need to have proper medical stuff. Sorry for going through your things. You may be sorry, but I'm not. I'm the one who should be sorry. Wow, now he admits it? It's just that after everything I did, you still likely will never love me in this lifetime, but you still took the time to do this for me. Please, don't go too deep into it. It's just my mom instincts. It's my people-pleasing nature and my mother instincts. Then how should I see this? I didn't have an answer. I'm dumbfounded by his sudden question, not really knowing how to put this into words. After all, I didn't want him taking this the wrong way. Maybe... This is the right thing to do. He stands there, silently, rendering me unable to read his face. I just want to sleep. Good night, Peter. I walk into my room, closing the door and locking it. I'm sure he would have a key or something. As I turn off the lights and make my way towards the bed, I hear the faint creak of his bedroom door closing. I guess he won't hassle me for the rest of the night. As I curl up in the sheets, I reflect on what happened. He didn't punish me for snooping around his stuff, and I even patched up his self-harm wounds. He's a murderer and a kidnapper. Why? Peter is probably just as confused. Who knows how this is going to pan out for me? I concentrate on closing my eyes. After all, tomorrow is another day, and I should rest up for whatever insanity occurs. Entering into my room, I close the door behind me. I don't have the mental energy to get used to this new place. It's also draining me physically. Even my new room is just a mere imitation of that which brought me comfort in my apartment. To his credit, at least he's putting in the effort to help me feel at home. I toss the rope from earlier off my bed as I settle in. I'm still greatly upset with everything, like an ignorant child. He just doesn't understand why all of this is wrong. There might still be a way to get through to him. After all, he said he'd do anything for me. I get under the covers and close my eyes. It's not long before I'm in the world of my blank dreams, waiting for the next chapter. Funny you should say that. Also, dang it! I did the whole game over again and I still deviated again. I wanted to see what would happen if I kiss his wounds. Guys, please put a save button in your game somehow. I think it's difficult to do with Unity. But it has to be possible, right? We cannot live in a world without rules. Okay. Finally. I know, for you, it's probably just been a couple of seconds, but for me, it's been 5,000 years to get back to this point because I had to restart the game 3 or 4 times. I actually lost count from the very beginning just to remember what I chose to get back to this point, just to make this other choice. I'm exhausted. So last time, I tended to his wounds like a sane person. What if I kiss it better? What happens then? I need to recover. Thankfully, there's like a fast forward button, but please, for the love of everything, implement a save button or at least a chapter select. Now that I think about it, the only other game that had this much diversity that I've played was friggin' Shadow the Hedgehog. I couldn't help but smile, though. He's been doing all this for me. I feel something dark flicker inside of me as I continue to trail my fingertips along his fresh cuts. Some of the blood smears along his skin. Wow, you really wanted to be with me. Well, of course. Every mark is my punishment for my cowardice, for not being in your life sooner. I couldn't help myself. Leaning forward, I gently press my lips against his new wound in a soft kiss. Peter tenses up a little bit before his hands tenderly cup my cheeks. I look up at him, giving him a soft smile. You shouldn't hurt yourself like this for my sake. I'd kiss each and every one of these if I could. I wouldn't stop you if you did. Is there one on your lower regions, Peter? Is there one on your booty cheek somehow? He lets out a deep purr as he places a kiss on the top of my head. Now then, let's get you to bed. I still want to take him to the bathroom and clean him up. Taking me by the hand, he guides me back into my room, closing the door behind the both of us. After he closes the door, I start to tuck myself into bed, but Peter pulls off his towel and tosses it aside. You're just gonna freeball right in front of me? My heart leaps into my throat as I gawk at the rest of his body. Yes, he is a skinny son of a biscuit, but my God, is he well hung. What? So he looks like a tripod. He looks like a spoon that has 3 handles. What are you doing? You were going through my things. So your punishment is sleeping with me for the night. Oh no, how terrible. I don't protest, scooting myself on the bed to make room for him. He turns off the lights and snuggles himself into the bed. The bedroom is pitch black. As my eyes adjust to the absence of light, Peter scoots closer to me to cuddle. He presses himself against me, purring deeply. Oh, I had to admit, this felt kinda nice. It wasn't every day I had someone cuddle against me at night. Oh. Turning over to face him, I shut my eyes, drifting into the warm darkness of slumber. I love you, Espoir. Sweet dreams. I'm falling in love with him. Oh no. How awful, because I think now I've exhausted all the nice things I can do to Peter. In the next episode, I'm going to be evil. I'm going to be cruel. I'm going to be mean. And then after that, I'm going to be even meaner. Ah,